So we're just about to arrive here in Raiatea. We did an overnight passage of 100 miles from Moorea to here. It's supposed to be a good forecast of 15 knots and downwind sailing, but in the end we had some rough seas, squalls of 30 knots, and the wind ended up coming from south, north, behind, which created a lot of sail changes, a lot of discomfort on board, not being able to relax to get stuck into a good book. The sky was dark, there was not much stars out, and it's hard to see the black clouds rolling in, so it's rather uncomfortable with not too much sleep. But we're about 3 minutes from going through the pass here, so it's going to be just nice to get in flat water because it wasn't a very pleasant trip.
So are we, Ed, so are we.
There are two islands named Raiatea and Taha that are encompassed by the same reef system. We entered through one of the eastern passes and decided to head up to Taha and explore its anchorages before the larger island Raiatea.
We've just arrived up here in the north of Taha. Took us about 3 hours to get to this anchorage, even though we only travelled for about an hour. The last 2 hours were spent doing circles, looking for a place to put the anchor down. The problem we've had is in that darker water behind me is 120 feet, which is too deep to anchor. And then when it comes to the shallow water, it's just like a cliff face of sand, and here it comes up to 9 feet, so it's okay for us. But most other places it's come up to 5 feet or coral, so we've not been able to anchor. We've had to turn away and look and look and look, and finally we found this place, and it's a good spot. Not any other boats around. We have a view of Bora Bora sitting over there 30 miles away. Beautiful clear turquoise water, so it's gonna be good. Hey, what do you think? Funny bum?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Making the most of the local produce this morning. We've got our mango, banana and pineapple fruit salad. The best bit. So the Society Islands, where we are now, are a group of islands on the leeward side of Tahiti, and they are quite cool as they're a bit of a combination between both the Marquesas, which we came into first after our Pacific crossing, and the Tuamotus, which are the beautiful little atolls in between. So over here you've got the Marquesas side, beautiful high mountain peaks, lush green forest, and then just over here we've got little motus. Tuamotus, Marquesas. Tuamotus, Marquesas. Tuamotus, Marquesas. Currently lost Adam to a book. Every spare minute he gets, he's picking this Kindle up and reading a Brad Thor book. How far have you got to go? Eddie, how long have you got to go?
About 1%.
Thank the Lord.
Actually just finished. Hey honey. Sarah, can you bring me the plumber's tape, please? So our water maker has broken yet again. It's really a pain in the ass now. We're not entirely sure what's gone wrong, but we've done some flow rate tests and it's running, I think, 2 litres a minute slower than what it's supposed to, the feed pump, and basically it's not producing any fresh water, but the pump's still working, so we're not sure why. We've emailed the manufacturers and unfortunately they're on their summer holidays for 2 more weeks, so we can't sort out the problem until we hear back from the experts.
Just about to swim the Coral Garden. It's a little channel in between 2 motors that apparently is full of coral, obviously, and lots of fishies.
Find to roll their eyes at me. I can see the future coming.
Eddie's just making his boat famous salsa.
Boat famous.
What goes in it?
Roast tomatoes, roast capsicum, ideally a roast jalapeno, but we just use chili. And we'll put some raw red onion in, a bit of olive oil, and we're off. We're laughing.
Look what we've got here. Gin and tonics and some nibbles. Homemade salsa, Eddie. How's it going? Cheers.
Cheers, honey.
The next morning we watched a beautiful sunrise and went for a quick kite and beach workout before exploring the more southern island Raiatea.
I couldn't take another straw. Oh, my back is breaking from everything I've seen. Oh, all I've heard. Don't wanna hear another whisper. I already know who's taking the last of my well-earned reward. I've been taking turns with my
We're venturing down the eastern side of Raiatea today, the much less trodden path, you might say, and we're just pushing our way into this beautiful little valley to go and find a river, which we've been told is a very cool place to traverse. So we're going to get out the paddle boards and explore inland by water.
right up under my eyes. And I'm so caught up, placing the path of my feet. I've lost touch, letting my mind follow what pleases me.
Now we're off to find somewhere nice for a lunch stop and afternoon swim.
Now my back is broken. You're crying crushed way more than more.
We're just trying to find a spot to lay the anchor. It's a bit of a mission. It drops off so quickly from beautiful white sand just into like 80 to 100 feet deep water. So the wind's coming from the east. We're thinking we might lay the anchor in the shallow stuff and hang back off into the deep stuff and hope the wind doesn't turn. I think we've found the spot. There's a little sandy spit just behind me, so we're going to drop anchor there, see how deep it is.
Yummy.
So I've just come into the pass, just next to where we're anchored, and we're going to check it out and see what it's like. It's not known as a huge snorkeling area, but yeah, there is not a drop of wind, so at the very minimum it is hopefully going to be crystal clear down there.
Widowmaker's broken again, so we're making the most of this tropical downpour to try and wash the salt off after the swim. Washing the salt out of my hair.
We've got the most perfect little anchorage here. We've got our own little aquarium right underneath our boat.
We sat down with ciders and a bag of chips to watch the sunset for that infamous green flash.